Navigating in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota, the setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. D.A.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Baines in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Edwards. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Offensive rebound. Siakam passes to Baines, and the rejection by Towns. Siakam inside, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Timberwolves on offense. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
Here is Lowry after the basket by Minnesota. To the middle. And Siakam throws it down.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. It's good.
Amazing effort by Fred VanVleet. He's up the court so fast to finish that play.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Well, it's hard to accurately describe how much Kyle Lowry means to this offense. Functions as the primary ball handler and playmaker. Deadly shooter from outside who gets it done on a high volume.
Here's Siakam. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And Siakam throws it down.
This is a big part of Siakam's game. The ability to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
Edwards, that's good. And with all the skills that Lowry possesses, GA, his decision-making might be the most valuable.
You know, he doesn't overthink it on the floor. And it's not just decision-making offensively. He does a great job of quarterbacking their defense as well. Coach Nurse and the rest of the Raptors have complete trust in Kyle.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Outside, Towns. Fires from the corner, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Towns.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Minnesota making a switch here. Rubio's checked in, and that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. .158 left in the first quarter. Shots good by Boucher.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
And the dunk by Towns.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Ball's knocked loose. Beasley with the steal. Passes to Rubio. Makes it off the glass.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Beasley against Van Vliet. To the right side. 16 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And it's Towns penetrating. And the dunk by Towns.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Raptors trail by 4. Outside Flynn. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the rejection by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Flynn against Rubio. Knocked loose. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
Beasley against Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Van Vliet's got 6.
He's not scared. Fred Van Vliet has confidence playing inside.
And finished off by McDaniel.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Hold on!
You gotta buckle up on that one. Excellent setup. Rubio scopes out the weakness in the defense, then exploits it.
Raptors trail by 8. Here's Van Vliet. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Yep, it counts. 8 points for him.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Down low, Watanabe. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Raptors trail by 7. And the Raptors call time here, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. Van Vliet passes to Baines. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Siakam with it. He has 6. And the dunk by Baines.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Raptors trail by 5. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Tipped away, stolen by Rubio. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Vanderbilt, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota, and he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Van Vliet. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
Rubio dishes to Russell. And the shot goes in.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Lowry against Rubio. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. Minnesota making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Raptors trail by 10. Stolen away. Power down with both hands.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And the rejection by Towns. And the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
For the finish, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Yeah, the anticipation, Russell on top of the play there, gets the steal, then gets his boys out in the open floor.
Toronto calls timeout. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Good decision to regather, talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Russell. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Poked away. Here's Beasley. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Raptors trail by 19. Van Vliet looking around. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 6 points.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 21-point lead to end the quarter.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Karl Anthony Towns. An impressive first half and a nice start for you guys. How did that happen?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd. There was no stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He ended up with 17 points and a new front office taking over. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
We've got Russell. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
Here's Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And that one's good. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Lowry. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I'll tell you what, Lowry has a number of ways to beat you from the mid-range.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's beloved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
Pass to Edwards. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Flynn's checked in. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
McDaniels passes to Reed. There's the dish to Edwards. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. Lowry against Russell. And it's Lowry penetrating. That one good for 2. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
It is so hard to stay in front of a guy like Kyle Lowry because he is so quick laterally with the ball.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That is his first foul of the game. Boucher with the steal.
And that's going to go back the other direction. But they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Culver. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And really, that's good defense. In the end, though, Culver just a little better and quicker.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. First in field goal percentage, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is what I like about Lowry. Not just looking for his shots, even though he's an excellent scorer.
Culver passes to Reed. Count that bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
A nice shot by Flynn.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Okogie, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Raptors trail by 19. Here's Flynn, and again, Toronto with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand of it.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Beasley against Lowry. It's good.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Okogie. And the layup is good. Okogie's got 8.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Flynn the pass to Birch. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. He has 6.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And it's Lowry penetrating. 2 points. That one goes. Lowry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Kyle Lowry is a very tough guy for 6'1". He's a guy who loves to attack the inside, even though he's small.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors, trailing by 19. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Baines in at the 5.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Raptors trail by 18. Siakam outside. And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
And Towns gets it to go.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Toronto's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Lowry against Beasley. Here's Van Vliet. Got a hand on it.
And great positioning there for Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
Beasley kicks to Rubio. Jacks up a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Over to the wing. Anunoby has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 8th assist here tonight.
OG Anunoby matching threes. Just a solid, steady player who continues to improve.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Hey, a part of being a good floor general is understanding when it's your shot to take. Nice read by Lowry.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Anunoby. Here's Siakam. And another basket for Toronto.
This speaks to Siakam's all-around game. You're going to give me the mid-range jumper? I'll take it.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 15. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 14. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter. Siakam for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Timberwolves.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
Beasley with the steal. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Siakam passes to Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
It's stolen by Edwards. Russell left side. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game